Session 2. Understanding the navigation buttons. From the CareAgencyManager main menu screen, you can access any of the main database screens by clicking on the appropriate icon. For example, clicking on the Care Attendance icon will take you into the Care Attendance database screen. Our example shows the Care Attendant database record for Malcolm Wright. You can see that Malcolm's Care Attendant code is CA005. You will notice that there are two sets of navigation buttons at the bottom left and bottom right of the screen. Let's look at how these navigation buttons work and what their function is. We will look first of all at the set of navigation buttons to the left. These are First, Next, Previous, and Last. Clicking on the First button will take you to the first record in the database. In our example, this is CA001. Clicking on the Next button will take you to the next record in the database. In our example, this is CA002. Clicking on the Previous button will take you to the previous record in the database. In our example, this is CA001. Clicking on the Last button will take you to the last record in the database. In our example, this is CA999. Now let's look at the set of navigation buttons to the right. These are New, Edit, Save, Delete, Cancel, Exit, and Search. Clicking on the New button generates a new CA or Care Attendant code, ready for you to enter the details of the new Care Attendant. Because we have now created a new record, only two buttons, Cancel and Save, are highlighted for us to use, as this record is still unsaved. Let's enter some brief details before we use the Save and Cancel buttons. We will create a new record for a care attendant called Mrs. Janice Smith. Because we are waiting for additional information, we can save the record at this point and edit it later. Clicking on the Save button will save the current record. This new record is now saved to the database. However, we are now going to use the Edit button to edit this record and enter some additional details. Click the Edit button to edit a record. We have now entered some address details, but decide that we have insufficient information to complete the data entry at this point and prefer to cancel out of the record without saving the changes we have made. The Cancel button cancels out of what we are currently doing without saving any changes. Notice that the Cancel button has cancelled us back to the previous saved record and has not saved any of the changes. We have decided not to continue with this new record and wish to delete it from the database. You will not be able to delete any records which have scheduled visits assigned to them. Scheduled visits are explained in another video. However, since this is a new record and no visits have been assigned to this care attendant, we can use the Delete button to permanently delete the record. Click on the Delete button to delete an entire record and all of its contents. The Delete button is a powerful tool and has now successfully deleted this record from the database. This record can no longer be retrieved. Only use the Delete option if you wish to permanently delete a record and its entire contents. Clicking on the Search button allows you to generate a search of the current database. Searching the database may entail entering a selection of search criteria, and the search screen provides the facility to generate a number of useful reports once a search has been performed. We will look at this search facility in detail in a later session. We began in the main menu of the CareAgencyManager system and have been looking at the navigation buttons which are used throughout the software, using the Care Attendance database as our example. we look finally at the Exit button. Click the Exit button to take you back to the previous screen. Notice that we have now exited back to the main menu screen where we began this session. This concludes Session 2, Understanding the Navigation Buttons.